Okay, in our previous lessons, we studied that we will try to make equations linear. Linear means that it becomes easier for us to make the subject of formula if there is no denominator. And then when there is no denominator, then we collect the terms at one side from which we have to make the subject. For example, if we have to make x the subject of formula, we will collect all terms containing x onto one side and
Yes,
all terms which does not contain x onto the other side. Then we take x common and perform our calculation. Um, have you done this practice of all of these questions or not?
yes, sir.
Are sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then let's do it. I will test. I will take test on it as well. Just keep it in mind. And if you will find any problem until I do not take test, you can ask me. So from here we start. You see that the area of the trapezium can be written as A is equal to A plus B H over 2. Rearrange the formula to make H the subject of formula. So this is question number 6. So let's do it over here. Just a second. Let me redo this one. So here he says in question number 6 that make x as a subject of formula. Question number 6, part A. First of all, let's write down the formula. A is equal to A plus B into H over 2. Just like I told initially, हम denominators को ख़त्म करेंगे. In order to eliminate the denominators, हम denominators के LCM से multiply करेंगे. Because यहाँ पर हमारे पास denominator सिर्फ 2 है, so therefore we will multiply everything with 2. So 2 times A is equal to A plus B H over 2 times 2. This will cancel out. You will have 2A is equal to A plus B into H. And because you want to make H as a subject of formula, so just take A plus B onto this side. Because A plus B is getting multiplied with H, when it will come onto this side, they will get divided over here. So A plus B will be equal to H. This is how you have to make subject of formula. Then we have part B. In he says that work out the height of the trapezium when area is 100 centimeters square. So area is 100 centimeters square and 2 is from the formula. He says parallel sides are 6.5 and 6.5 and 7.8. So this is H. So we can write down that it is 200 over. So it will become 6 plus 7 is 13. 14.3. So it will be 14.3 is equal to H. So I think 14 will be the answer. It will be something closer to 14 centimeter. That could be the answer.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, let's do the next question. In the next question, it says that make a bold letter the subject of formula. For example, in question number 7, part A, when you're going to make the subject of formula, you have to do it like this one. Question number 7, part A, where V is equal to 1 over 3 pi R square H. Because you have to make R the subject of formula, take everything onto the other side, like 3V is equal to pi R square H. Now let R square alone onto this side and take pi and H onto the other side, and they will get divided over here like this one. To get rid of this square, you should take square root on the both sides, 3V over pi H, because radius is always positive, so you will not write down plus minus, and R will be equal to 3V over pi H. or you can say that R is equal to 3V over pi h. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
This is how you have to do it. Then in part B, he says that it has also a part B. It has a part B which says that G is equal to A B over 6, and the bold letter is B over there, and we have to make B as a subject of formula. So it will be quite easier. In order to get B separated, we need to remove the square root. To do so, we will take square on both sides, ab over 6 square root and a square. This will cancel out. You will have g square is equal to ab over 6. Now 6g square is equal to ab, and 6g square over a is equal to b. This is how we have to do it.
Yes, sir.
You understand or
Yes,
not?
sir. Yes, sir.
And similarly, look at part C. We will be doing it over here. In part C, it says we have a square plus b square is equal to 1. Because we want to make b as a subject of formula, we will take a onto the other side and we will have 1 minus a square. And to get rid of this square from b, just take square root on both sides and it will cancel out, and you will have what? Plus minus square root of 1 minus a square. Remember that some students do what? They also cancel out this square with the square root. So this is wrong. However, if it would have been written like this, then you can just cancel them out. Then it would have been right. It is 1 minus a square. Square is just on a and it is not on 1. So that's why you cannot cancel them out. So
Yes, sir.
therefore this one will be the right answer. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So did you know? Have you noted it down or have taken screenshot?
Sir, screenshot. Or if you say I can write it down.
You should write it down later on when I will ask you. You know that these are very much easier. Let's move on to something more fundamental. For example, over here, this is worksheet number 2. Again, we have to do what? Quite very simple things. For example, in question number 1, part A, just take n as this common over here. So we have a plus d, and here we have f, and n will be equal to f over a plus d, like this one. So it will make a subject of the formula. And if you want to make b the subject of in b, can you tell me what should I do to make n as a subject of formula? I have to make n as a subject of formula.
Sir, 3 plus s is equal to
No,
n.
no. You write down all those terms which contain n on one side. जिस जिसके पास भी n है ना, उनको एक साइड पर लिख लें आप, जैसे अभी, और जिसके पास n नहीं है, just take it onto the other side. So it is p minus s, right?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, this is kn. And now you just take n as common so that you can have 3 minus k is equal to p minus s, and n will be equal to p minus s over 3 minus k. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then look at this question now. Because again, you have to make n the subject of formula. In order to get this n from here and separate it from
Sir, first we
other,
have to multiply it with 3.
exactly. First of all, we will expand it like 3n minus 3e. Now we'll take n onto the other side so that we can have Rn minus 3n is equal to minus 3e. Now you can take n common so that we can have r minus 3 is equal to minus 3e. Then n will be equal to minus 3e over r minus 3. So this is how we have to do this.
Yes, sir.
Did you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Same is the question over here as well. I will rather move on to question number 3 because it contains some fractions as well. He says in all of these questions you have to make k the subject of formula. For example, if I will try the solution of part A, we have t is equal to k plus 4 over k. So I will take k onto this side so that we get a linear equation. By linear, I mean that there should be no denominator. So kt is equal to k plus 4. And because you want to make k as a subject, so take k, all k is on one side, kt minus k is equal to 4. And now you can take k common so that you can have t minus 1 is equal to 4 and k is equal to 4 over t minus 1. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Then, if you look at this question, not very difficult again, quite simple. Just take k minus 1 onto this side so that we can have s into k minus 1. This is equal to 3k. So that you can write down sk minus s is equal to 3k. Now take this 3k onto this side so that we can have sk minus 3k and take s onto this side. You know that you can take k common now so that we can have s minus 3 is equal to s. And then k will be equal to s over s minus 3. You see that such type of questions are very much important to for making this subject. Not only that, question regarding making subject of formula come in exam, but also you have to make this. You have to find out the inverse of formula as well. And when we find out the inverse of a function, we have to make their x as a subject of formula. So there, this concept will also be using. So it is important that we learn this now. So same is the thing with question number 4. If you see, because you have to make q as a subject of formula, I will first expand it so that all q terms become independent. So 7s minus 4qs. Bring all q terms onto one side. 3q plus 4qs is equal to 7s plus 12. Take q common so that we can have 3 plus 4 s is equal to, okay, you understand that?
Yes, sir.
This is how we have to do it. Same goes over here. You have to make a q the subject of formula. Just take it onto this side and write it down like t into pq is equal to 8 into p plus q. And now expand them so that you can have tpq is equal to 8p plus 8q. This is the linear equation that I usually say because it has no fraction in it. So
TPQ minus 8Q.
yeah, exactly. So tpq minus 8q is equal to 8p. Now you can make q as a subject so that you can have tp minus 8 is equal to 8p and q is equal to 8p over tp minus 8. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You see that all of these questions are like this. You have to expand and then you will. Yeah, exactly. So the next thing is forming and manipulating formulas. Okay, so he says that in question number one that two base angles of an isosceles triangle are x degrees each. So it is x degrees. This is x degrees as well. If the third angle is y degrees, then he says express x in terms of y. But how can we do them? How can we? Do you have any idea in your mind that how can we relate x and y in any equation? Is there any equation which relate them together? जी बच्चे नहीं है आपको याद अच्छा मुझे बताओ व्हाट इज द सम ऑफ एंगल्स इन ए ट्रायंगल
Uh, what, sir?
बेटा व्हाट इज द सम ऑफ एंगल्स इन ए ट्रायंगल it is that sum of angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So we can write down 2x degrees plus y degrees is equal to 180. You can write down 2x degrees is equal to 180 degrees minus y degrees, and x will be equal to 180 degrees minus y degrees over 2. So this is how you will make x of x in the form of y. You understand that?
Yes,
When it
sir.
says that express x in terms of y, it means that you have to make a formula in which x should be the subject of formula. Then in part B, he says a rectangle is x centimeter long. Okay, so let's write down x over here. That this is x centimeter long and it is y centimeter. For right formula for its a perimeter p. Its perimeter is p. Hence make y the subject of formula. So it's very much easier. You know that it's very much easier. This is part B of the question. So you know that its perimeter is now being represented with p. We say that p is equal to y. You know that this is y as well and this is x as well. Y plus x plus y plus x. So that we can have p is equal to 2x plus 2y. So now you have this is the parameter in terms of x and y. Now you have to make y as a subject of formula. So you write down p minus 2x is equal to 2y, and y is equal to p minus 2x over 2.
Yes, sir.
This is how you have to do it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then look at question number 2. He says that Maria has two brothers, John and Angel. John is 3 years older than Maria. So we can write down this information which is about question number 2 as John is mean equal to 3 years older, mean 3 plus m. Then he says an angel is 2 years younger than Maria. So A is m minus 2. Sum of the ages of three siblings is 34. So we can write down that A plus J plus m is equal to 34. So now we can see that A is equal to A plus J plus M is equal to 34. Now you see that we can put values of J and A in terms of, let me see the question by the way. He says if Maria's age is X years, write formula in terms of X. So you see that if Maria's age is, so then J's age will be 3 plus x, then A's age will be equal to, so now you see that A is equal to 2x, A is equal to x minus 2, and J was equal to 3 plus x, and M was equal to x, which is equal to 34. So here we can write down x minus 2 plus 3 plus x is equal to 34. We can have 1, 2, and 3. 3x minus 2 plus 3 plus 1. So plus 1, and we will have 3x is equal to 33. And therefore x will be equal to 11. You understand that or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so first is, but he says that first write down the formula in terms of x. We could have written it till here only. X minus 2 plus 3 plus x is equal to 34. That was the answer to part A. This was the answer to part A. Part B starts from here, that you have to find out value of x. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
How much?
Sir, sir, can I explain you?
Yes, please explain it to me.
Sir, in this question, it is written down that John is mm 3 years older than Maria, and Angel is 2 years younger than Maria. So we have written John is equal to 3 plus Maria, and Angel is equal to Maria's age minus 2.
Okay.
And we have to find this. So we have the sum of ages of the three siblings, that is 34.
Yes,
So
exactly.
we can add Angel plus John plus Maria's age, that is equal to 34.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have written down the values like x minus 2 plus 3 plus x, etc.
Yes. We
Which
have
is,
to put the values in terms of x.
yes, sir, which is equal to 34. Then we have simplified it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Then now let's do question number 3 as well. Let me clear some space from here. Okay. So now question number 3. He says that a rectangle is twice as long as it is wide. A rectangle is twice as long. It means that let's say width is equal to. He would say that right in terms of x, and first we should read the question. His rectangle is twice as long as wide. Longer side is increased by 5 centimeter, and the shorter side is increased by 2 centimeter to form a second rectangle. Okay, let's make a triangle first. It is already made over there, but you can make your own as well because in the paper most likely it will not be given. He says that let's say its width is x. The smaller length will be given as x, and the rectangle has twice as long as it is wide. So it means that this is 2x. So width is x, length is equal to 2x. So he says, right in terms of x, the area of original triangle A1. So that area of original triangle is equal to x times 2x, length into width, which is equal to 2x squared. Number 2, he says area of the second rectangle. Now we will make the second rectangle over here. He says longer side is increased by 5 centimeter. So longer side was already 2x, and now it is 2x plus 5. And the other length has been increased by 2 centimeter. The other length mean width, which is now x plus 2. So therefore area of the rectangle will be 2x plus 5 into x plus 2. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now we need to do part B. He says that show that difference between both of these is 9x plus 10. Okay, let's say this is area 1, this is area 2. So you know that larger triangle has greater area, smaller triangle has smaller area obviously. So a2 minus a1 will be equal to 2x plus 5 into x plus 2, length into width, minus 2x squared, because this is the area of first rectangle. Now multiply both of these like this, 2x into x plus 2 plus 5 into x plus 2, and 2x squared will be written as it is. We will have 2x squared plus 4x, then 5x plus 10 is equal to, sorry, minus 2x squared. So 2x squared will cancel out. We will have now 9x plus 10. So it is proved. You see, examiner said it proved that it is 9x plus 10, and we have proven it.
Yes, sir.
Then in part C, he says find value of x if area of the bigger rectangle is 37 centimeter square more than area of the smaller rectangle. So it's mean that this difference of area is 37. You understand part C? The
Yes, sir.
You need to understand the that statement. So in part C, he says that a2 minus a1 is basically 37. So therefore, we can write it down like 9x plus 10 is equal to 37. So 9x is equal to 37 minus 10. So that you can have 9x is equal to 27. And therefore, you can say x is equal to 3. So x is equal to 3 centimeters. This is how you will have to find out the length.
Yes, sir.
Is it difficult or it is easier?
Um, Sir, not that much difficult, but
Yeah, it is not difficult at all. The only thing is that you need to read the question very carefully. You need to be very mindful when you will be solving the questions of this type. Okay, so let's move on to the next one now. Question number 4, part A is shown over here. It says that show that area of the trapezium is given by this formula. So it's very much easier, you know that. Do you know what is the formula for area of the trapezium?
what, sir?
1 over 2 into length plus L1 plus L2, where L1 is parallel to L2, into height. So this is the formula that 1 over 2 into sum of two parallel sides into height, that is connecting these two parallel lines. So let's write them down now. 1 over 2, you know that length is x, this length is x, then this is parallel to the above length which is 2x, and height is just x. So we have here 1 over 2 into 3x square. So area is equal to 3 by 2 x cube actually, because I was supposed to write down x over here as well. So therefore I will write down a is equal to 3 by 2 x cube. X square. Sorry. So this was 3x because we were just adding these together. So that is why x plus 2x will be equal to just 3x. Then we have a height which is x. So it is now 3 over 2 x square. Now look at part B. In this part B, it says make x as a subject of formula. So that's very much easier. Just take 2 over here and it will become 2a over 3 is equal to x square. Now you take 2a over 3 square root and x square square root. This will cancel out and you will have 2a over 3 is equal to x, and x is equal to 2a over 3 as a square root. Do you understand this, or
Yes, sir.
are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the last question, which is question number 5. Question number 5, part A. He says find and simplify an expression for area of each of these shapes. Area of each of these shapes. You know that this length, shape number 1, I would call it as shape number 1. If I will stretch a parallel line to the length which is 5, you know that this height will be equal to what? 4x minus 2. You understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now you see that we have a triangle and we have uh, a rectangle as well. And he says find and simplify the expression. So for part 1, for shape 1, we have length into width. You know that. I will do it like this one. Area 1 is equal to 5 into 2. It is the area of this rectangle times it with, sorry, plus it with area of this, you know, triangle, and this length is also 5. So we will write down 1 over 2, base is 5 and height is 4x minus 2. So we can have here 10 plus 1 over 2 into 20x minus 10. So 2 into 10, 20x, and here it is 5. So we have 10 plus 10x minus 5, and this is equal to 10x plus 5. Did you understand this? This is
Yes,
the
sir.
area of shape 1. Next, we can find out the area of shape 2. You see that here again we have to divide it into two shapes like this one. And this is overall a second shape. It has a rectangle and a parallelogram. Better listen, if this is 3, then this is 3 as well. And a parallelogram is like this one that I'm going to draw. Is there any parallelogram? Yes, exactly it is. Oh. Okay, you see that this is a parallelogram. If this is the parallelogram, if this is the length L, and if this is the height x, and if this height is as h, then area of this parallelogram will be equal to length into height. You see,
Yes, sir.
now if this is 3 and this is the perpendicular line and this is 3x, so first I will write down the area of this shaded rectangle, which is 3 into x plus 3 into 3x. Now we have 3x plus 6 plus 9x, which is equal to 12x. This is area 2. Understand?
Yes, sir.
He says if both of the shapes have same areas, what is value of x? We say it is very simple. If both shapes have the same area, we will put them equal to each other, like 10x minus 5 is equal to 12x. Just take x onto the other side, we can have minus 5 is equal to 12x minus 10x. So minus 5 is equal to 2x. So we can write down that minus 5 over 2 it is equal to x. But minus 5 is not a good thing. Actually, this was plus 5 and plus 5. So this is also plus 5. So x is equal to 2.5 centimeters. Is it clear or
Yes,
not?
sir.
How much?
Answered pretty much.
Okay, so I will take a test on it in coming days. We have completed it. I will share this worksheet with you, and it is your now task to do worksheet number 3 in the homework, as well as worksheet number 2 in the homework as well, because both of them do not have a lot of questions.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then